Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So sorry about not being around the last couple days. I haven't really been uploading, and I apologize for that. I didn't really give you guys any warning or any reason why I left. Well, basically, it was Christmas, so I was just hanging out with my family, enjoying the holidays. You guys know how it goes. Also, I hope you guys all had an amazing Christmas. I hope you all got what you wanted. I hope you all got to hang out with your family and just enjoy the holidays for what they are. And also, I hope you have a happy new year. But anyway, I am back with a banger story time for you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, leave a like on the video, and let's get into this. So today's story time all takes place back when I was 16 years old. Now, I was going through a little bit of a phase where I smoked a lot of weed, I can't lie. I was definitely high 24/7 at this point in my life, and I don't condone that at 16 years old. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-weed or anything, but like, me at 16 years old, I probably should have been a little bit more focused on passing school. But instead, I was a little bit more focused on getting faded and making YouTube videos. Don't get me wrong, it worked out for me, but don't know how I would have been if I didn't get so lucky. So this all starts off as a normal day in 16-year-old Luna's life. I was sitting in my room, working on a YouTube video, as most of my stories start, to be honest. And I'm working on this video, editing it, getting it ready to get uploaded, you know, all that stuff. And I want to have something to do after I get done uploading this video, right? I'm like thinking to myself, you know, I'm about to upload this video, then I'll have nothing to do for the day. So let's start hitting some friends up and making some plans, right? Trying to see what's going on. So I text like 3 of my good friends at the time, and only one responded. Let's just call his friend Vinny, okay? Vinny hits me back almost immediately when I said, "What's up?" He's like, "What's good, man?" I was like, "Nothing. I'm about to finish this video. Then I got nothing planned. You trying to smoke?" He's like, "Dude, is that even a question? You already know the answer. Come on." I'm like, all right, cool. I'll hit you up when I'm done. So about 20 minutes later, the video gets uploaded. I'm pretty much good to go. I hit Vinny up. He comes to my house. He picks me up. And me and Vinny end up driving to a park that's like 5 minutes away from my house. We get there. We park in the parking lot. And we start sharing a blunt. He had one already ready to go. We were matching. So he had a blunt. I had a little bit of weed that I was going to throw in as well. And it was going to be a good night, right? I was excited. I was just stoked to have fun and get a little high with my friend, right? Now we finish this blunt, and immediately I am too high for my own good. I'm like, okay, I'm not smoking anymore. Like, if you want to keep going, here you go. I handed him my weed. I was like, but I'm good. He goes, nah, man, I'm good now too. Like, we're chilling. So me and him are both just sitting in the parking lot in his car, listening to music. And he's like, yo, you want to get out and walk around? I was like, sure. Because it's a pretty big park, you know. We never really go and explore it. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So we get out of his car. We start exploring this park, walking around, seeing what there is to do. And we see a basketball court with just a lone basketball sitting in the middle of the court, just kind of sitting there, you know, no one using it. And I'm like, yo, you trying to play? Now, listen, I am absolutely shit at basketball. But, like, you know what? There was nothing good to do. I was bored. I was high. What better than to play basketball well faded with my friend, right? So me and Vinny walk over to the court. We start playing one-on-one. He's kicking my ass because I don't know how to play half the time. And we're having fun. You know, I'm enjoying myself. Now, about halfway through a basketball game, Vinny looks up, and he looks in the distance and goes, oh, shit. And I was like, what? And before he even answered me, I could see what he was talking about. There's red and blue lights coming our way. It's the police. And I look at him, he looks at me, and I'm like, yo, should we run? He's like, bro, are you kidding me? We can't even make it to my car in time. By the time we get to the car and drive out of here, they're going to be right behind us. I'm like, all right, so what do you want to do? He's like, just stay here, okay? Just be calm, stand here, wait till they pass by. They're probably not even here for us. Like, they're probably just patrolling or something. And he had a point, because that happened a lot in my area. Like, cops would just patrol public parks, make sure nobody was there doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. Now, I was still nervous, right? Because me and Vinny weren't supposed to be smoking weed and hanging out at this park. Like, it was after hours, no one was supposed to be there. Weed was very much still illegal in my area at the time, so you weren't supposed to be smoking weed, period, especially in public. And I'm nervous, right? So I tell Vinny, like, all right, let's just step to the right, you know, out of the light a little bit, because we were right under this street light. So we stepped to the right where there's more of a shadow, but it was too late. The cops saw us, they knew that we were there, and they started pulling in with both their police cars right up to us on the basketball court with the red and blue lights on. So they end up driving, like, right up to us. They literally drove up on the grass onto the basketball court, which was probably not what they're supposed to be doing, but whatever. They get out of their car, they walk up to us. It's 2 cops. They both walk up to us. One walks up to me, one walks up to Vinny. And the cop that walks up to me goes, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, good. Now let me tell you guys, I was fucked. I was absolutely on another planet, obliterated, faded, whatever word you want to fucking use. I was on cloud 18, okay? Like, I was gone. My eyes were more red than fucking blood. It was just obvious that I was stoned. And this cop looks at me and he goes, "Are you okay? You look like you've been crying." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "Your eyes, they're all red." And he smiled at me. And I'm like, "Oh shit, he knows. That's all I could think to myself. And I was like, no, I have allergies. That was the best thing I could come up with. Keep in mind, it's the middle of the night. Me and Vinny both reek like weed. We both smell like weed. And it's quite obvious that we're high. And the best thing I could come up with was, I have allergies. Honestly, it probably would have been smarter to just play it off like I was crying. I should have started fake crying or something, or tell him that, like, I don't know, I lost my dog or some shit. He probably would have believed it. But instead I was like, no, I have allergies. And he's like, allergies. And I could tell he was seeing right through my bullshit lie. But anyway, after I tell him I have allergies, he kind of strays away from it and he doesn't keep going with it. He's like, listen, we just have to talk to you boys about something. Just gotta ask you a couple questions. Do you guys see that store over there? And he points across the street to a grocery store that me and my friend go to all the time. Me and Vinny would go here all the time. He goes, yeah, that grocery store, it just got robbed. I was like, no shit. He's like, yep, just got robbed. And the people that robbed it ran right across the street to this park. And they probably ran right by you guys. Now, we don't think you guys did it or anything. We don't think that you're involved. You know, you're just out here playing basketball. We could clearly see that. Like, obviously, if you robbed a store, you wouldn't be standing here playing basketball. But did you see anybody run by? And I was like, no, honestly, not at all. And then Vinny chimes in. He goes, actually, yeah, I did. And I look at him, right? Because I didn't see shit. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I didn't say anything because I thought they were joggers. But yeah, right down that trail. And he pointed at one of the trails. He goes, I just saw 2 people run in there. And the cops immediately take off running. And I look at Vinny and I'm like, did you actually see people run in there? He goes, nah, I just don't like talking to cops when I'm high. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You just lied to them? He's like, yeah, but whatever. And guess what? Guess fucking what? 20 minutes later, both police officers walk out from that trail with 2 people handcuffed. My friend lied to them and just completely guessed, oh yeah, they went down that trail. And he was right. Both thieves were on that trail hiding. And the cops found them and arrested them. And they walked out, put both of the guys they arrested in each car, took a statement from us. They thanked us for our cooperation, and then they left. And I look at my friend, and he looks at me, and I was like, Vinny, did you just lie to the cops, but in reality, you told the truth and got it right? He goes, dude, I am a psychic genius. I'm like, no, you're not. You're a fucking idiot, but you're lucky it worked. He's like, let's get the fuck out of here. So yeah, we went back to Vinny's car, and we sat there for a minute and just kind of like processed what we just saw. And then we got the fuck out of there and went back to my house and just chilled there for the rest of the night. But yeah, I just can't believe how this panned out. Like, they found the 2 thieves hiding on this trail. They had the money on them and shit that they stole. They arrested them, and it was all off of a lucky guess that my friend said in the heat of the moment, and he lied to them. Like, it was just him lying to cover his ass and get them away from us, but he secretly, luckily guessed where they were. Like, it was just crazy. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Moral of the story is, don't do what me and my friend Vinny were doing on this night, I guess. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. I read all my comments. I love your guys' comments. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.